watching Let's Chat.
Joining us now is the man behind Pork Mafia, and if you haven't checked out their website yet or picked their product up at retail, you should. Phil Wingo is the driving force behind Pork Mafia. Phil, what have you got here?
We have a whole pork butt here.
This is the whole thing.
The whole thing. So, and I have actually cut the money muscle off, as contest guys like to say, the money muscle, which is here being like almost like a loin type shape, and we'll slice that into medallions.
And why do you always slice on an angle when you're doing medallions?
Just the way, because it looks nicer.
Mm-hmm. What about the taste?
Well,
that's why they call it the money muscle, right?
I'll leave that to you.
Yeah. Wow. And how long did you let this stay on the smoker?
So this was on for about 10 hours.
10 hours. Temperature?
At 235.
235. And what seasoning did you use on?
So I used Memphis Mud, and Memphis Mud only.
And that's one of your proprietary rubs,
yes,
correct?
And it's won contests all over the world.
It really has. And you are, as a matter of fact, just getting back from a recent trip to Lithuania.
So next week's when I'm going.
Okay, going to Lithuania.
Yes. For a KCBS contest and to do a whole hog demo.
To do a whole hog demo. Do you need any help? I'll be happy to come along, and
yes.
I can be your I can do your grunt work.
Awesome.
This is one of the more easier pieces, one of the easier proteins
yes.
to fix for a big crowd, right?
Yes. So pulled pork is very easy. We've got a couple buns there. If you want to put on a plate, I'll put a little bit of this chopped pork right on there.
There's one. There's two. A lot of folks like, and I'm not one of these people, but a lot of folks like coleslaw on the pork sandwich.
So I actually picked a little up just on the way here, just in case.
Just in case. All right. So you just put a little bit and kind of spread it around,
that's
right?
It. And if you wanted a little more sauce, we can add sauce.
Just a little bit, but not enough to disrespect the meat.
Right.
All right. You have got a great line of seasonings here. Louisiana Bayou, Texas Gold, Greek Mafia, and Memphis Mud.
Yes.
What's your go-to everyday kind of spice when Phil's cooking at home just for you and the family?
For the most part, if it's pork, it's Memphis Mud.
And if it's not pork?
Probably Louisiana or Texas.
All right, and where can we find these?
Porkmafia.us.
Porkmafia.us. Let me encourage you to check this out. Phil has won contests all over the world. He knows his stuff. And I did want to ask you about the T-shirt you're wearing, Hog Dat Nation. What is that?
So that's our competition team for Hogs for a Cause, based out of New Orleans.
Right.
And it's for pediatric brain cancer. All the money that's raised, it goes to pediatric brain cancer. This Hog Dat Nation team is one of the original 6 teams of the Hogs for a Cause contest.
And you have raised a bunch of money for this great, great cause just over the past year or two?
So the last year at the contest, I believe it was just under $2 million they raised.
Wow. You can find out how to get involved in that as well. Recipes like this, spices and rubs, the sauces, everything else in the world at porkmafia.us. Porkmafia.us. Phil, grab a bite?
Yes.
Wow, this is extremely, extremely tender. And might I add, extremely, extremely good.
Thank you.
Little sauce. I'm going to make a pig out of myself while we take a break. We're back with more. Phil Wingo, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Porkmafia.us.